Minasan, Ohio, Konnichiwa, Oyasumi. I'm Iris, and today we're gonna start the Exandria Calamity series. Everyone has told me how excellent this was, how emotional I'm gonna get. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. I did a little bit of research, like you guys said. Y'all know my memory is bad anyway. I tried my best. I looked up several tutorials. I watched a little history clip that their DM made about, the whole world before the calamity even happened. So yeah, let's just jump right into it.
Welcome to Exandria Unlimited. My name is Brendan Mulligan. I'll be your GM for this Calamity. Throwing to our friend Marisha Ray.
Whoa. Oh my goodness, that was such a quick opening.
It really was.
Calamity. Know where you're going next. Thank you for that smooth and seamless toss, Brennan.
They starting off with high energy.
A little bit of merch to present to you.
I'm gonna put the plug.
Okay, so from our Beauty of Exandria, the Wilds collection, we have a Critical Role reversible bucket. Hey! Look at this. When you go on the other side, it's got a little...
Amazing.
It's
like 2 hands. Oh, look.
And then it's got, it's got the little...
So far, you've been talking about merch 4 times longer than Brendan's opening.
I was wondering if they was gonna introduce everybody before we did the merch.
Nope, that was for that. That's the toss pattern illustration. Moving on, we have the Critical Role watercolor logo T-shirt.
Wow. Yeah. Is this going well? Is this good? Is this good?
Yeah, I actually like that shirt.
Of course, really.
Well, shucks, gang. I'll elaborate, I guess, a little bit. Welcome to Exandria Unlimited Calamity. Calamity. If you were expecting a fun one, you're not getting one. This is a story of grief, betrayal, loss, and the panic of the coming of a new age. Calamity.
He's smiling, but I feel like he's serious.
Right. We're doing a prequel series. We also have some...
Because, Calamity, that tells us everything we need to know.
For the first time. Well, we are going to be telling the story of a different age in Exandria, an age long past. Rumors and legends abound of this time period in the world. This is prior to any vestiges of divergence, prior to the coming of the divine gate and the departure of the deities into realms beyond Exandria.
So we're going to start off with the beginning of the nonsense.
Taldore in this version of this world. What? For indeed, it has not yet received that name. It is known by its elven name, Gwasar. We journey to an age long ago to tell a story, perhaps, of a more sorrowful and bitter time. Shadows stalk this world. Come with us, but please, only if you dare. Please.
So dramatic.
Only if you dare.
Right.
Without further ado, a pleasure, an honor. I couldn't be happier to be here. What an incredible table. Let's have so much fun telling a sad, sad story. Thank you all for watching. Let's get ready for tonight's episode of...
Well, he's trying to warn me, but I'm going to just tough it out because y'all said so. I usually avoid things when people say you're going to cry. I'm like, y'all could keep it then. But, this is tight. Whoever edited this intro, they did a good job. Wow, and it just went to ruin like that.
Fire. Everything feels slow. There's movement and there's heat, but the only noise you can hear, despite all this chaos, is breath.
What,
It's
their
yours,
own?
but it's also a stranger's. It's like someone else is using your body to breathe.
Oh, heck no.
You're stumbling. Luis, I need you to
We starting off with the nonsense. Oh my gosh.
describe your character and tell us your character's name. But I would love for you to do that with the understanding that your mouth is filled with blood.
Jesus, sir.
All right, well,
He's like, well, shit.
my name is Xerxes. Elias. 6 feet tall. I'm a paladin. Broad-shouldered, muscular, dark hair, wavy, medium tan brown skin.
Thank you for this
Amber eyes
visual on the
with-
side.
They're kind of troubled. Sometimes emptiness behind them, and I imagine right now he's stumbling around, wiping the blood off of his mouth as he's trying to maintain his sense of his surroundings.
You've been here before. You're
Oh,
in a
he's high
state
level too.
of
I just realized that.
disorientation.
So they start off.
It's
Somebody
combat.
did say. I think they did say that. They start off
You're
high
not
level.
dead. Maybe the blood in your mouth isn't your own, but you just received a massive blow somewhere to the head. Not lethal, but you're off balance, you're stumbling. Something
That makes sense since he doesn't.
is wrong.
Yeah.
And not in the sense that you are in a bad situation. If anything, that's a place of comfort for you. Something is wrong in the spirit.
This background music is freaking me out.
You open your eyes. Everything is moving through liquid glass. Time is as slow as can be. Ahead of you, you're seeing shapes swim into focus as your eyes reconnect. You can feel your legs doing their work underneath you. It's so slow. And again, ringing off the inside of your helm, your own breath, sweat pouring down your brow. Ahead of you, the shape comes into focus from blur into 3 swimming shapes that you realize are the same wall. It's a wall, it's a building. There's something happening. There's fire.
He's a good
There's
storyteller.
an orange glow that has turned the white marble of your city into a hellscape. There is a burst of energy, an explosion. It moves so fast out to a radius of 10, 15, 20 feet and then joins the glass time that you are in. Boom. Slow. You feel yourself lifting off your feet, being blown away slower than you have ever moved in combat.
What is happening?
What are you doing?
What in the world?
I'm trying to find the people that I know. I'm looking around as I'm being blasted slowly through space, through the air. I'm trying to find anyone. Twisting and turning my body. Do I see anything?
Is this just from his head blow, or is this some kind of magic happening right now?
You look through the streets as you move. 2 more explosions. They start so fast and get to only a certain point and then boom, slow again. You're watching.
See, the part of the stuff keep moving
moments
slow.
in time, disconnected. Someone you know. Down a street. Maybe it's a street you recognize. Could have been a street you walked on the first time you came to this city. At the end,
This guy with the
there's
dress
an
is
open
stressed,
plaza.
and it's not even
And
him
at the
yet.
center of that plaza, there's supposed to be a statue. And you know who that statue is of. Instead, there is open space. You see a boy, 5 years old, a red shock of hair. He sits with his feet dangling in the opening, a humble fishing rod in his hand.
Oh no. While stuff is blowing up?
Into the blackness of the void in this space.
So who is this? Okay. Approach this with caution. But why is he with a rod while there's explosions
I'm gonna
around?
try to use whatever I can with my body and kind of twist and try to guide my body in that direction if I can.
You move, you feel your feet come underneath you, and you start to hear noises. Two arms! Two arms! Avalir! Rise! Those noises fade. And you begin to move, and you feel coolness coming from that opening. You arrive, and the orange glow still hangs in the air, but suddenly the glass goes away. You're moving under the power of your own body, and you feel your sense and your memory return to you. You catch your breath, and once again, that sound does not sound like a stranger to you. You are in the plaza and can walk freely, and you are still looking at the child before you.
Is there still chaos happening around me?
Doesn't feel like it anymore. As you've moved back into a place that seems to have the power of your own body underneath it, it's almost like that slowed time is left behind you. You don't see any more things exploding. It's almost like the city has become still here in this place, as though everything else is momentarily subsided.
This boy has to be suspicious, right?
I wipe my mouth, look at my hands.
Blood dripping off your gauntlet.
It's still there.
Right, so that stuff really did
I
happen.
start to
He
approach,
really,
but
okay.
from a little bit of an angle, and I keep my eyes locked on the child. Is it Elias?
Your son turns to look at you.
Oh my god.
Hi. Are you okay?
I'm okay. Can you come to me, please?
Is it actually his son there, though?
Elias, come here.
I'm fishing.
Nah.
I'm trying to catch something.
What are you
Nah.
trying to catch?
Nah.
I don't know.
Yo.
I don't know the kind of fish that live in a place like this.
I'm approaching.
You would know if your son would
Looking around.
be acting like
You
this.
look around. You look into the hole, expecting to see only darkness, and you see stars.
This is okay. This can't actually be his
Looking
son.
straight down, you see endless stars, and they're stars you recognize. The stars over Kathmyra. You feel and hear whispers, laughter.
Coming from the
And I
hole
need you to make a perception check.
or from
First roll of the campaign.
First roll of the campaign.
So this is how it's gonna be, Brennan, you son of a bitch.
It's not
Getting
called the
cussed out
fucking
already.
Party time, okay?
Is it too late? Come on. We're like 5 minutes in. First roll. Okay.
13.
Lucky 13. It's all.
Way to go. Just the way to go.
These are the dice that y'all just gave me, too. These are my, newest Exandria.
You, on a 13, you look and see stars. And sense starts to come back to you. These are the stars you learned to fly by. And behind you, you
That's so
feel
scary.
a sudden reassuring presence. And you feel a massive winged shape appear behind you.
Oh.
A griffin formed of starlight
Oh.
and pure magic nuzzles against your armor.
They're doing really good. Like, I could visualize everything.
Instinctively just lean into him. And,
Is it making him like does he actually know it, or
Griffins
is
are, of
it making
course,
him
half
feel
eagle
that way?
and half lion. In a very cat-like way, your griffin nuzzles your armor and turns into a massive puddle like cats are wont to do. Lies down, talons in the front crossed, nestles down. Elias looks up. Are you listening for something? You hear whispers. On a 13, I need to ask you, do you speak Draconic?
I do not.
Oh. That's the end of the campaign. Yeah.
Oh
all
my
you hear
gosh.
is, "Hi there now, Gordranis. Gordranis."
Do you hear that, Elias? Do you hear that? Do you hear anything?
Dad, you sound crazy. Is everything okay?
I can't trust anything that's going on around here.
Okay, but and you see that he takes the little fishing pole and puts it in between the talons of the griffin. So it's just sitting there, and he gets up. What's wrong?
And I kneel down, and I look at him, and I
Why would his son be at a
move the hair
battlefield?
that's in his forehead off to the side, look in his eyes.
Or is this their city? See, I don't. This is too much
I'm just
stress.
glad you're safe.
Aww.
Of course I'm safe. You'd never let anything happen to me.
I would never let anything happen to
Aww. The lady.
you.
I need to
Go
learn
back
their
down
names.
into that pond.
Endless stars.
I'm gonna repeat that back into it, even though I don't know what it says or what it means. Godranis.
You repeat Gordranis back into the pool.
Godranis. I say it again louder.
Elias holds your arm. Dad, you know I won't look like this when you get home.
What?
I know. Wait. Come back here.
Dad,
No. Don't leave. Just let me have this.
he holds the fishing rod. I think I caught something. He disappears into the pool, and you hear.
So he's either dead or he's
entire
older than.
neighborhood in front of you vanishes as a body the size of a mountain crashes into the city. A massive red form
Is it one of those
writhes
titans they were
in
talking
pain,
about?
and a face as tall as a cathedral turns to you. A flood of sanguine fluid emerges from the mouth, and a horned figure looks at you. You look and see something.
I'm dipping as soon as I see it
older than
land.
the world. Look back. I'm sorry.
I approach.
I'm sorry.
Why is it
How are you?
apologizing?
What are you doing here? What is this?
My child, I fear I am too late. There are secrets they did not tell you. He opens his hand.
I rush to it.
His hand is the size of a marketplace. And you look,
Sheesh.
and in the center, translucent in ghostly imagery, you see a small tree, no taller than 10 feet. Ghostly light, translucent as blossoms move from it. And you see in ghostly light projected from the palm of this giant, this red horned giant.
What does this mean? What is this?
I'm sorry. I must look. He's coming. From behind you, a figure
Oh
emerges
my
in translucent
God.
white light. Could you do me the favor of describing what your husband looked like in life?
Oh, God. I don't know.
So,
Where did we breathe that? Where does that come?
Whole episode.
So is his husband? Wait, what?
Evandrin is about 5'10". He's just a little bit shorter than I am. He's got red hair.
Why would they?
straight, about shoulder length.
So he saw his
Half-elven
son
in
and his
appearance.
husband.
He looks.
That is, we know that the
If
husband
you
is
look at
dead.
Elias, or son, you're seeing the spitting image of what he's going to look like when he's grown up.
Evandrin steps past you. He cannot see you, and you understand in this moment, because your husband does not meet your eyes, that this is a memory. He is not here again, and he is still gone.
Aww.
He holds an amulet, steps towards the tree, and the blossoms from the tree blow in his direction, and for a moment his hair sweeps behind him, mixed with the petals of this flowering sapling. He falls to his knees, clutches his stomach.
I run to his side. I know this is a memory, but I haven't seen him in so long, and I
Aww.
want to see his face.
You
Is
turn
this supposed to
see
be the
his
moment
face.
he died or something?
You
So
see,
oh my God.
he turns up to see someone else. Something's wrong. The image is shattered in a searing burst of light. Another figure, tall as a mountain. All of the light, all of the fire is but a shadow in the face of the dawn. You see a gleaming golden figure land with one colossal foot on the throat of this
Sheesh.
horned figure. Press him further into the rubble of Avalir. And you see the horned figure looks to you. And
So are
cries out.
His
these
hands are still out.
like some type of titans, or are these the
Now in
gods?
the palm of his hand.
Oh my God.
I reach down and I touch it.
You see the figure. You feel a pulse. You feel warm blood flowing through this giant. You look up. The face of the being above you is no face. There is no warmth to the eyes. You see the pitiless, featureless glare of the sun itself.
Oh my God.
I look up at its face. Is it looking down in my direction?
It turns down to look at you. Turn your eyes from this sinner. He is beyond redemption.
What has he done?
He has betrayed his kin. You see, the horned figure turns to you and says, "It's all right. It's all right. Just ask yourself, Xerxes. Whom did we betray?" And he... Stop! Boom! You hold your hand, and as you hold it up, the light of the sun leaves and is abjured. Boom! The horned fiend coughs, looks at you with the expression of a being that has just had its life saved, and says, "No mortal would do this thing that you have done."
Okay.
Xerxes,
This is too much.
if you look down and see the stars, what will you see if you look up?
His hand is, or his fingers curled up. I know him in his palm.
Mm-hmm.
I look at his face and I start to approach one of the fingers that are standing up, probably like a pillar.
Mm-hmm.
And I put my hand on the finger and lean on it. And I'm holding on to him.
Yeah.
And I look up.
You see the ground, and it is fast approaching.
What?
The ground?
And with that,
Wait, they were in the sky the whole... what?
you wake up.
I'm in the wrong class.
So they were never...
First biology.
Why?
Okay.
Sir, this was all a dream? Or like a vision?
And they see if there's blood.
You're drenched in sweat. Like your sheets are covered in sweat. It's
like you had a
soaked through his
vision?
mattress underneath. But beautiful dawn light cascades through the window. It's another glorious morning in Avalir.
Don't even notice that. The first thing I do is I reach.
I would... Yeah, you would notice that.
I reach. I imagine, is this the first of these sorts of dreams that I've had?
I don't think so.
I reach over for a notebook that I have and a writing utensil, and I start to try to recall that dream as much as I can, and I'm going to leave a dream journal. Hell yeah. If you dream like that, you're going to leave dream journals.
Yeah.
You write down the name Gordranis, which is Ghor, the first word, and the second word is Dranis, Dranas.
That was stressful.
What's the room? What is it? How do you sleep? Yeah.
Right.
Where do I sleep?
Yeah.
I am the first knight of Avalir, and I dwell in the tower of the first knight, but this particular room has accommodations not just for me, but for my griffin.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a tall tower, and it's a suite. It's not that opulent. It's not that fancy. It's got a large enough bed for me, and a couch and all the standard sorts of things. A chair, perhaps, a fireplace to contemplate the dreams I have. So I stare into the fire. But what it also has is a place nearby, a giant window, so that I can, so Tempest, my griffin, can hop in and
Tempest.
fly out of.
I like that name.
You approach the balcony of the Tower of the First Night. You see Tempest is there once again, clearly a magical creature. This griffin would be, in some ages of Exandria, would cause gasps and shrieks to behold something that literally has a body of cool amethyst liquid gemstone with stars.
Oh, that's
swimming
so tight. I
in
thought that was
storm
just
and
from the
constellation.
dream.
But here in the bustling city of Avalir, Tempest is but one of many wonders. And as you behold from your balcony the spire of Avalir, the city of crowns, a new morning comes, friends.
Stop being cool. Like we all.
Right.
The ground was there and they come here. Fast. You said fast. You like up to 6 stars.
To quote our wonderful producer Kyle Shire, it's 1979 and disco's never gonna die. At the top of the city, in a grand waterfall. Now, a waterfall this size in any city would be pretty remarkable. Avalir soars above the clouds, flying through the sky. So from whence this waterfall comes, I leave to all of you to wonder at the magecraft that could have the scintillating mists of the Porco Falls fall beneath us. Fall, and for a moment, the falls themselves, 100 feet tall, reflect the face of Sam's character. Sam, would you go ahead and describe your character for us?
Sure. Wow, what face to describe? I am Loquacious Sealy, a changeling. My normal, or should I say, at rest appearance is
At rest.
pale skin, white eyes with sort of dark shading around them, white hair in a sort of a up shock. If you look very faintly on the sort of gray skin of my face, there are little sort of veins, marbleization tendrils of black that
sounds
if you
tight.
stared long enough, you'd see they sort of subtly move and shift constantly. He's wearing a gold jacket with purple lining. Carries himself very high and mighty, but this is a broadcast, is it not?
This is very much a broadcast.
Well, as Loquacious broadcasts to the crystal columns of Avalir, before he begins his proclamations and heralds of the day, his appearance shifts slightly. The veins in his face sort of drip and move, sort of like paint being drained out of a can, and are replaced with other pigments and other colors. His face becomes golden, as gold as his jacket, and his hair becomes as purple as the lining of his jacket. He's quite a sight to behold. He holds in his hand, is it a wand? Is it a rapier? It's hard to tell. It's long and has something at the end of it, like like Bob Barker's old microphone. And he seems to speak into it and magically amplifies his voice across the city of Avalir. And whatever arcane and mechanical means he uses to broadcast himself are repeated over and over with a great echo across the city. That's who I am.
Incredible. We see
Off of the dramatics,
arcane confetti blasts into the air, heralding the morning's announcements. And we see as Loquacious appears on all of the crystal columns, and in the main screen being the massive city-dominating waterfall at sort of the heart of the city, we see a spinning logo of the Herald's Tome. Would you care to make the morning announcements, Loquacious?
I would, but Aria, I need my copy.
Mr. Sealy, got you right here. Yes, sir. Here you go.
Wow.
Count me down.
In 5.
Here we go. Good morning and salutations, sundry subjects of the soaring city of Avalir. I am Loquacious Sealy, your handsome and helpful herald. I report the news that shapes Avalir's views. Tonight, as we all know, marks the eve of the replenishment and our return to Cath Moira, our terrestrial sister city. Remember, folks, make sure to fasten all those loose valuables and belongings tightly, as our friends in the Navigators Guild wish to remind us that there's always a pinch of turbulence in our descent back towards Exandria Firma. And speaking of belongings, why not try Orison's Odd Tack? The spell glue that sticks to what it's
Yeah, for real.
Orison himself might tell you. And you see on the screen, on the crystals broadcasting this message, you see Loquacious's face for a moment quivers and starts to morph and dissolve into another face. His hair changes as well.
On screen?
And to the untrained eye would look like an edit or a cross dissolve. but
down to the cross dissolve,
He's a changeling. He's actually changing his physical appearance live on screen to that of Orison. His skin becomes a deep red. His hair curls into curved horns, that of a tiefling, and speaks with a totally different voice and says,
Hello there.
I'm Orison from Orison's Oddtech, the trusted name in arcane adhesives for over 30 years. Check out our replenishment special, 50% off today.
Wow, they gotta hop on that 50% off. They gonna get me.
Hop on down to Orison's. And then it morphs back into Loquacious Sealy, who announces, well, make ready for tonight's fireworks extravaganza to the Dawn's Ledge side and enjoy the Parade of Beasts beginning at sundown in the Excelsior Plaza right outside the headquarters of my own Herald's Tome, your trusted record of renown. As the Archmages always say, knowledge is power. So pack a punch with a people's paper. All glory to the Academy Arcane and to the proud people of Avalir. I'm Loquacious Sealy saying, Sealy you later.
Wow.
People, cheer and celebrate. You see that, the news, we love the news. As that happens, we see Loquacious Sealy where he actually is, which is at the broadcasting station. You are standing on a raised, 10-foot diameter solid ruby platform carved with glyphs and runes from which you can broadcast to the city. And you see that Arya comes up and says, and we're out. Thank you so much, Mr. Sealy.
What, was it all right? I stumbled in the middle there. Did you think anyone saw it?
No. We have a cantrip ready, so we had a half-second delay and went back in and eluded
Crystal columns in Evenloft have been down. Have they been repaired?
We're still getting word for the ones back in...
I need those ratings.
I understand. If you would, sir, the Architect Arcane...
Oh, he's a drama queen on set.
...construction occurring there right now. So that's what the slowdown is coming from, but...
Oh, well, all right then. I'll take it up with her, I guess.
If you would prefer for us to we've been reaching out from your office and not getting
No reply at all.
Not at the moment.
Did you say that I had requested?
I can show you the exact text.
No, it's fine. I will take it up with her the next time I see her.
Oh, she in trouble.
Very good. And a couple things just run through real quick on your way out. I know that you're very busy and that you have things to do today.
Walk and talk.
She begins to walk through, and we see the Herald's Tome. From this broadcasting station, you are able to speak to the entire city-state of Avalir and broadcast your image. However, the Herald's Tome, its print edition, is the paper of record for this city. And you see a number of scribes sitting on desks, sort of arcane quills moving over. You see that there is an entire hall of diviners, like fact-checking, going through and like crystal balls, looking into things. Like you see that there is an entire screen with a map of Exandria on it that some diviners are able to like move through. And again, you see this entire fleet of bards going back into a research library, old editions of the tome. Arya, your assistant, moves with you in this place. You see, she says, we got a little bit of a bite on something. There might be a seat opening on the Octothurge. We don't know anything for certain, but we know that Essel Longbolt has made some noises like he might be leaving the Magister. For the Porters Guild election, do we still want to run that for tomorrow at the beginning of the replenishment festivities?
It seems like it's a little bit crowded. I want to make sure that we have plenty of time to get all the attention that we need on it. Or we'll be landing soon, right?
We should be landing within the next 24 hours. Longwyn Valehelm.
Did they say why they were landing?
Trying to get
I might have missed that.
Octavius Frost's old seat, and he essentially was asking if there might be another sort of expose about his long history with the Porters Guild. And
he is just such a dud, you know? I mean, like, we tried. We gave it our all at the beginning, right? But just no one wants to back that horse. So I just say that the airtime's all spoken for, and that we've moved on, and really, so should he.
Gwen Tenpace walks up, who's the head of the Heralds also. She's like your records keeper here.
Man, I need this all to be animated.
Says, new numbers. It looks like Monsieur
Do a limited series, please.
Excellent. As it should be.
Of course, sir.
I hope she knows who put her there.
Oh.
Amazing. walk out from this place on your day. As you step out from the Herald's Tome, you look out at the street and see another Caro Helk bustling by. You're in Excelsior Plaza, which this place is thronged with people right now. Huge Caro Helk, boom, boom. Bunch of wizards riding.
Caro Hulk?
A Caro Hulk is a quadrupedal automaton with a bunch of benches on its back that people ride around.
Okay.
Oh,
It's like a
transportation.
mechanical elephant with a bus?
It's an elephant bus. It's
Okay.
A robot elephant. It's a glowing robot elephant bus.
Cool.
A Caro Hulk. But you see some people walking along. As you step out, a bunch of people all sort of, and you see a couple of them take out little sort of docents and begin to take pictures.
I don't have time, but hello, hi.
Pose.
Aria steps in and says, "Mr. Sealy has time only for a few autographs today."
Thank you. Sorry, she's dragging me away. I must go, but how about just one more?
You just get another autograph signed. As you walk away, you look out and see one of the Caro Hulks stops. How would you travel? Do you think would you go all the way towards teleportation? Would you fly?
Where am I off to?
I think the biggest thing on your to-do list today is the Feast of Amir at the Palazzo Porco.
Which is
Ooh.
Later
across
tonight.
town?
Yeah, way up. The neighborhood that would be occurring in, looking at my own lore document here, that would be occurring in Gallimore, way up at the top.
I mean, I feel like I wouldn't take public
Right.
transportation.
I thought that as soon as he said that, I thought that too. He's not taking public transport. Like,
If there's
Me?
a private vehicle for me, that would be wonderful.
You see, awaiting outside, you see that there is a sort of wearing a jaunty little robe with some epaulets and sort of like a bellhop's hat, sort of a cross between like a bellhop's uniform and wizard robes. You see a junior member of the Porters Guild, not capable of full teleportation, but handy with a dimension door, goes, "Mr. Sealy, sir, ready?"
Yes, absolutely. Hold on, let me just make sure I'm all buttoned up. And, Arya, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Very good, Mr. Sealy. Thank you so much. As you head off, you see, take one last look at Excelsior Plaza and the huge emblem of the Herald's Tome above you and all that you have achieved. You look out, you see the Caro Hulk takes off going, "Brought to you by the Golden Scythe." Heads up. And you take one last look and see another little automaton and look around. There are all the mortals you can see here are involved in artifice or wizardcraft or sorcery or pursuing their studies as a bard, engaged in the great work of this age. And you see automatons building and reinforcing and traveling. You see a Hodmadod, which is a basically uniformed little bright red and blue. It's a fabric construct, sort of like a scarecrow. But you see it walks the streets in a little pre-recorded message and sort of smiling, bright blue fabric head, a little stuffed sort of burlap sack, goes, "Get your bumper shirts! Get your bumper shirts! Everyone, get your bumper shirts!
What is a
Inclement
bumper shirt?
weather. Rain, sleet, snow. There's no telling what kind of weather we might be facing." And you see a little wizard mother with her daughter walking by in their robes, and the little girl says, "Mummy, what's weather?" And you see. And you see the mother says, "Don't worry, darling. Weather is something we must only contend with for a month every 7 years." And
wow.
and walks along. "Bumper shirts, get your bumper shirts, Wizards of Avalir."
I can't even imagine the kind of people
the
who
porter
run this
opens the
city.
door and through it.
They have to be amazing.
As you walk through the door, there are some questions as you move through this place. You
Walk through the door. Answer the questions.
answer the questions are. As you move through, you arrive in this next place. You're up in Gallimore, near where you need to go. The question of those crystal columns in Evenloft. Your assistants have basically said that reaching out to
Oh, yes.
the architect Arcane has not gone very well. Is there anything? Where does your mind go in this moment?
I mean, I could just go talk to her now, I suppose, if I have some hours to kill.
You do have some hours still. You can go talk to her in person. Absolutely. You have
they about to
to
get
go find
chewed out.
the architect Arcane, Hierophant Abjura of the College of Abjuration, your ex-wife.
Ooh.
Laren Koramar Sealy. Speaking of Laren Koramar Sealy, we are going to cut to the depths of Avalir. We do not see the sky here. To be subterranean in a place that rarely touches the earth is a very interesting thing, but we are deep within the Meridian Labyrinth, a network of passageways and arcane machinery, and we see a massive arcane engine, gleaming silver, polished to pure reflection of its surroundings and illuminated by the light of its own spell engines. And we see therein a powerful wizard. Abria, would you describe your character for us?
Let's go.
Lady Koramar Sealy is this tall, lanky, dark-skinned elf. Her clothing is all gold and highly ornate, and even here in this place that never sees sunlight seems to like glow with the light of the sun.
Yes.
She has a purple cape kind
Oh,
of
she's
thrown
so
over
pretty.
her shoulder.
I
And
love
in
those
her
hair
hands,
ornaments.
She's just tossing this little screwdriver, and every time it hits the air, it turns into
Oh,
a
that hair
different
design
tool.
is amazing.
And hits her hand. She catches it again as she's sort of checking over her great work. Looking at her face, she's very pretty and angular. And her eyes glow with like this gold energy that is exactly her magic, and it kind of radiates off of her. And yeah, the look on her face is one of both extreme focus, but also like that heartbeat before being distracted by something else. She's focusing on everything down here. The entire heart of Avalir in her mind is hers. And so you see her like mumbling under her breath as she answers yet another sending, as she focuses both on this and the things that she's not looking on right now.
And this is Sam's character's
Word.
ex-wife.
The heart of the architect Arcane of Avalir. Looking at the engine in front of you, where does your prodigious focus now move? Having beheld the product of long time of labor, even with your perfectionist eye, you are finding yourself hard-pressed to find anything here that warrants enormous redrafting. It's been a moment since your fixes have felt redundant, but I'm interested in how your character approaches this. Where does your focus go in the fullness of this engine? Are you looking at something internal, or has the time come to begin to think about how it connects to everything else?
Yeah, now that this great piece is fine, I think everyone else kind of moving through here seems a little more relaxed, but that's only tensed her up more. She's waiting for a break or a flaw,
something else to happen.
or just that little heartbeat of like arcane flash before something goes awry, and then sort of seeing nothing and hearing nothing, her mind will drift towards the batteries and where all of that energy is stored and where the connections will be made once the replenishment happens.
So she's
And
thinking
then
steps
the
ahead.
cables and tethers back beyond that go to a place that only she knows.
Reading your instruments, the eldritch batteries hum with power. Truthfully, the auxiliary batteries have had to kick into high gear. You are storing about as much as the city is capable of holding. However, it doesn't necessarily leave you feeling fully satisfied because this is some of the oldest technology in the city and its limitations are well known to you. A bracelet around your wrist begins to and the ring of masks, tiny, less than an inch tall, but of masks hanging from a bracelet around your wrist, begins to glow, and you see the face of the guild master of
that's
the
cool.
Navigators Guild glow in illusory light as Akami Ro attempts to reach out to you.
Without looking down, I think she just sort of knows the masks by feel. She'll switch it on. Hi.
Architect Arcane, how are you feeling this fine morning?
I'm feeling great and don't care about small talk. What do you need?
Ooh,
Always
yes.
a pleasure. I would say that, I just wanted to let you know that we've entered the outer horizon of the Toralundan Nexus. No inclement weather scheduled for arrival 10 minutes before sunrise. So, if that works for you, we can stall a little bit, but we will be in position over Kath Moira sometime shortly after 1 in the morning, and we'll begin our descent, and we'll take that amount of time to make sure we do it safely and slowly, but we should be terrestrial about 10 minutes before sunrise.
Okay, that's good. Is everything on the ground taken care? Are they ready for us then? We're fine and perfect here. Are the ground ones good?
I think there's always a few youths that like to sort of run around on the receptacles before the city lands, but they'll get,
They'll move or don't.
Yes, they, you see.
We gonna land right on their forehead.
It's right. You are Architect Arcane. It's not like they won't see us coming.
That. It's a choice.
You see, you hear footsteps behind you.
What?
You see.
I like the way she just turned around like, well,
next to you. No, she's standing in the room.
Yeah.
You see, Dweomer turns and says, "My lady, I hear approaching footsteps.
Yeah.
Should the veil of secrecy be enforced?"
Yes, please, thank you.
She turns and walks out, and you hear, "It's me, sorry. And you see a very old, kind of stick-thin man with sort of poofs of gray hair. And
I can already tell this person stresses her out on a daily basis.
Sam Elliott at the longest it got, sort of reed thin, walks up, arcane tools all around him, runs up, and says, my lady, sorry. And this is, of course, Callum Staffway, your chief artificer. I've just come from the Grand Geometer.
Okay.
Tomorrow, the apogee solstice, we've known for some time it was going to be that the celestial solstice would in fact be a celestial...
Out all the way.
Sorry! I can't believe it! And he holds a scroll out in front of you, and he says, "You told us to alert you.
Yes.
Should we receive a measurement above 0.025?
How high? May I open it?
0.5.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, great. Thank you so much. You're...
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I will have other orders for you later. For now, I need you... Don't ruin this. I have to go now.
My lady? Of course.
Yes.
And you take the scroll, you see Dweomer looks and says, "My lady, all will be well on your return. We shall wait until you can come back. But everything is ready." You... oh yeah, no, you fully knew it, and you hear, "Hello? Hello? Hello?"
Hi. Yes. Is Is there an important thing? Pleasantry. I'm excited. You're excited. It's gonna be fine. Is there anything else?
Laren, you know, if we don't have this relationship, we don't have to force it. And
I like you a lot.
I also like you. I like working with you, but you know, it's kind of hard to shoehorn the niceties in at the end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sort of
Doing
like
it
an asterisk
now,
in the
it feels
text
like-
that goes to the footnote of how are you doing?
Okay, I have to go.
Truly nothing but respect. I actually do. I so respect it. I will. Well, hey, listen. We'll have a month of not having to fly this thing.
Yeah.
We'll have a month of not having to fly this thing, right?
Yes. Yeah. It'll be great. I gotta go.
Okay.
Oh.
Everything you say worries me.
No. Whoo.
And
I hang up and I sprint.
You take a. Where's your first instinct to go in this moment?
I just need to get to private quarters. I need to spread this out and check it against my notes.
Okay. Would you stay here in the Meridian Labyrinth, or would you return to your quarters?
Of course.
You go up. There is a permanent gate somewhere that is keyed only to your official emblem as the Arch-Arcane. You move through, appear back in your quarters. You're up in Gallimore.
Yeah.
You spread this thing out. If you want to do a check about it, you can do a check about it. But
Yes, please. Roll. Arcana?
yeah, give me Arcana.
Oh, 17 plus 10 is a 27.
Ooh.
14.
Feels good.
Celestial solstices are a fact of life on Exandria. They are a part of the arcane and divine environment. Every 20 or 30 years, one comes along, and the veil between realms.
So is all the characters gonna be from this city then?
About every 100, 120 years, you get what's called an apogee solstice, where the orbit of the spheres, the relationship of the moons of Exandria kick in. And
I feel like
everything
something bad's
aligns,
gonna happen. I hope this
and
city don't
that
crash or
veil
nothing like
becomes
that.
something that incredible workings of magic are possible. Based on your records, based on effectively arcane psychometry and the ability to read the power of other celestial solstices from runes and holy sites in your travels all over the world. Avalir, as you know, travels on the ley lines of Exandria, flying all over, trading with a host of cities and civilizations. You were able to deduce that anything above a reading of 0.025 on the grand geometer would indicate that there would be some slight shifting of the ley lines. 0.025.
And
You're reading 0.5.
right.
By herself in this moment. I
Stress.
think even as she's checking against her notes and double checking because she doesn't trust other people, she's actively weeping because she's been working towards this for so long. And it's both relief that all of the things that she's sacrificed could be worth it for this one shot, and the terror that she has so little time to take advantage of this tremendous moment.
Laren is in a city of wizards, often the most cerebral person in the room. Weeping does not come often, but there have not been moments like this that deserved it. And in that moment, as you realize what is possible, a lion's head gargoyle on the door, little door knocker, goes, "Madam, your ex-husband is at the door."
Wow, sir. Not at this moment.
Walk away. Throw open the door.
What do you want?
My darling.
And I clock very quickly that we are super magic right now. Hi, Quay.
Hi.
Hi.
You're home during the middle of the day. Don't you have a lot of stuff to do to land?
I do. Come in.
Oh, thank you so much. You see, I've been trying to reach you through the normal means, and it seems that someone's been ignoring someone
Yes,
else's...
that did happen.
You know, when we separated, we said that we would try to keep open clear lines of communication. You know,
We are
see
a
each other
day
all the
out
time.
from the replenishment?
Yeah.
What
I'm
All
busy.
the more reason, all the
Hairstyle
more
check do you
reason.
need from me? You look beautiful. What do you need? What do you need?
Well,
What do you
thank you. Thank you. I'm just saying we're going to be down there a lot, probably mingling in the same with the same folks, glad handing with the same people down there. If we can't even talk amongst ourselves, then it's going to be very awkward for us. It's going to be very awkward for me, frankly, having to explain why there's this weird coldness in the room. And, you know, I know that you're obsessed with your work.
social status my problem right now?
You don't have to. Just reply to my messages.
The ones from Arya?
Oh.
Arya is just my assistant. She's a fantastic assistant.
I'm sure
She
she
highly
is.
recommended.
I'm sure she
She happens to be young. She happens to be attractive, but that goes with the territory.
Right, that has
nothing
nothing-
to do with anything.
Of course it doesn't.
Oh my gosh.
You have my unadulterated attention.
Well,
right
that
now.
would make the first time that's ever happened.
Ooh.
I begin summoning a firebolt.
As you crackle with arcane energy that springs to your fingertips, you in between you, you see a momentary of paper as a little, and you look up and see the first of them approaching in the sky. The kites. You see spell kites. You hear cries and horn blasts. Behold, behold, Cathmoira has come into sight! And far off at the edge of the horizon is the base of a mountain. You can see from the beautiful front door that overlooks the descending city, Avalir built into the peak of a mountain, which was lifted by mages long past,
Just
straight into the
straight
sky,
up,
and
that's
behold,
tight.
the terrestrial city, Cathmoira, which Avalir, let's be clear, geographically got the way better deal here. Because Avalir gets to be on a solid mountain peak, and Cathmoira has to be a weird ring around a seat for the city to come back and land on. So Cathmoira is a ring of a city with a giant, 3-mile sort of just like runic flat with some like groove holes for stone columns to come into like IKEA fix
IKEA.
the city into. But you behold Cathmoira and you see filling the sky in between you and Cathmoira in the distant horizon, still far, far off, a endless parade of spell kites.
Oh, that's be so
Now
pretty.
you've come close enough. The people of Cathmoira, families that have been apart from each other for 7 years, which is the circuit of time that Avalir travels Exandria and trade and amassing its great librarian incantatum and trading for secrets and gold all across Exandria.
7 years is a long
Come
time
close enough that
to not see your
families
family.
there can send their spell kites up, attached to beacon stones in different homes in Avalir. The kites seek them out, and the kites, brightly colored with long tails of paper, carrying baskets with baked goods and flowers that can grow in the earth below, not conjured magically, but real growing things, come into light. And in between the two of you, you see a kite coming to your home with your name on it.
Wait,
In the
who?
moment that I see it's for you, I'm already back on my, I'm taking other calls.
Before you go, I don't want to leave it like this, all right? I just was struck with the memory that the last time we landed the cities, that's when we got married. So, I don't know. We were okay once, and maybe we can be again. Just for a moment, just for the month that we're docked, and then you can go back to hating me.
I don't hate you.
Aww.
And I will be on my best behavior.
She will try.
I will too.
He will
You
try.
should get that. And I should get back to work.
Good luck.
You grab a basket from some members of the Herald's Tome stationed back in Calamity, and as we see the kites over Avalir, so very many kites begin to approach back at Excelsior Plaza, but not to the Herald's Tome. No, indeed, we find them going to the vault of the Golden Scythe.
Dare I assure this close to me? It's a dance club, okay? There's no gold here, baby.
Here in the vault, we see countless automata shouting silk-dressed sky pirates, it seems like almost. Proud merchants, barrels of summoning salt rolling, giant wheelbarrows full to the brim with diamonds, cut perfectly, wheeling throughout. Flowers, festivities. There is a bridled unicorn. And we see and all of this moves, and there is in the center of this chaos, this controlled chaos, this endless empire of arcane riches, we see a single man at the helm, the ringmaster of a circus of impossible wealth. Luke, could you please describe your character?
Nidus is, I'm going to look at a picture of him because I always forget. Nidus is like kind of a stocky dude, like right around 5'10". He has long dreads cuffed with gold that come and lay just on his shoulder, like wearing the red of the Golden Scythe.
Fire. Trying to plug yourself.
Like a red coat with a like gorgeous golden pin with the signature of the scythe, with a cape draped along his back. He wears one of those funny, like kind of Renaissance merchants floppy caps to one side. His face, a long scar from his pirate days over his right eye. I know it's on my left, but I'm looking at a picture that's the reverse. So over his left, over his right eye.
The viewers are also looking at
Yes.
Flip.
Is it flipped for them as well?
I think so.
I don't know anything. Over his right eye is a scar. Over his left eye, you see 3 tattoos. He has tattoos of X's. He's got 3 over his eye. A beard that ends in a golden ring.
That's tight.
And then set in his face there are 2 eyes of hazel flecked with literal gold. Very expensive procedure.
Gold in your irises.
You see, Knight is in the center of this, wheelbarrows moving, barrels getting rolled up onto giant carol hulks that you built after all. And you look up and
You're welcome.
You look up and see a massive golden statue of a roaring dragon, gilded to perfection, glowering over this entrance, the most massive central warehouse of your order. Next to you, wearing sort of dull red robes with a kind of classic, like sort of arithmeticians or like bookkeepers have a sort of conical hat. With a sort of long beard, looking a little bit dusty, is Alessander Kairos, your chief bookkeeper. Sire, the words come down from the magisterium. The need was for 200 bounded wands. It seems that we've already approved that, but 100 is already exceeding the budget we set forward at the beginning of the quarter.
Alessandro, it's the replenishment. It's the replenishment, Alessandro.
Guildmaster, if you ask me to keep these books, I shall keep them. But I remind you that the Golden Scythe is
Bro,
it's
stuff going on.
Wizards, we are merchants. I cannot produce something from nothing.
We are a symbol of the riches of our city, right? And should we limit ourselves, we limit the potential of Avalir. So, Alessandra, you're going to find me in your brilliance 100 more wands. I have no doubt.
Perhaps I could reach out to
Yeah.
Yes, you could. Calls that could be made, friends that could be nudged.
There are wands in storage for the Sorcerer's University.
Take those.
If you wish, I can. But those the children will have to go. They will.
We'll figure it out later.
From there and there.
They have a whole month to acquire new
See?
wands before the city sets
That's, you know,
Alessandra, this is not a problem worth dealing with.
All right. Sorry, Guildmaster. And you
Alessandra, do not apologize. These are the questions that need to be asked. However, they have solutions.
You see that over your shoulder, Daenerys, who is your chief arithmetician, leans over and says, I believe actually collection from the Circle of the Crescent Moon may actually, I believe that they have some wands on resource. So if we ask them to pay a portion of their contract, perhaps there's a discount.
take their
in
stuff.
Wands, I believe that might make up the difference, Alessandra?
Get them.
Alessandra, Daenerys.
Yes.
Alessandra, Daenerys, you two talk, figure that out.
You hear a booming voice from across the hall, again, moving through someone who is leading a very there's a full sphinx, a winged lion with a man's face walking.
This is our,
In here? Inside?
You are, of course, Golden Side is putting on the parade.
Oh,
A sphinx
yeah.
walks up and says, hello, I understand that I've been brought here for the parade of beasts. I am, of course, speaking and thinking.
like, what y'all brought me here for? Y'all pay me, right?
We completely understand.
Yes.
We completely understand. The title Parade of Beasts is archaic in many ways.
Yes.
We don't mean that. We don't mean that, bro.
The riches of Avalir were not so that we would be graced by the presence of one such as yourself. Great.
Oh, you may call me, Ferromine.
Great Pharaoh mind.
You see, he says, I was instructed that you just needed me to roar. I can say, if you want me to say something.
Give me some lines.
And converse with you, I feel you should feel more than welcome to speak. However, we thought it might be easier for you should you just give an enormous roar from deep within.
It's quite all right. The scythe has saved my maze and repelled a number of monsters from my home. So I
Oh, nice.
I owe you. Are you unaware that?
No, I'm
sorry.
very aware and thrilled that you're here to give back to an order that's given so much to you.
The Sailor and Marines of the Harvest Moon, your merchant company, they saved the enchanted glade in which my maze can be found.
Yeah, I knew all about that.
So, and I said I owed them a boon, thinking that I might, in a time of need, come to their rescue. And they said, are you free on this date for
And they were trying to book him for a parade.
It is for you that you need not give of yourself in any way. We simply ask that you parade. That's it.
Yeah, I guess that's
That's a good deal.
Easier for me.
What's your name again?
Oh, Ferromine.
Ferromine, you need to get. Can you go ahead and get with Alessander, and then the two of you just talk and keep on moving.
You see that Alexander says, how much do we owe you for your service? And he says, no, it's a
boon.
Hey, right? Don't offer nothing up.
As you walk forward,
We got a budget.
as you walk forward, you see that you hear off Payment and boons, is that right? And you see the captain of your Sailor Marines, Captain Badran Esperad, walk up and say,
None too
"There's the
crazy.
Guildmaster himself, the Dragon of Avalir."
Captain Badron, and I think we'll do a nice classic forearm.
Yes, beautiful.
Pirate to pirate.
You see, he says, there are some friends here to help in tonight's celebration, and I promise they'd be able to meet you. Children, if you'd be so kind.
Children?
This is the founder of the feast and the creator of the Sorcerer's University. And you see there are a number of sorcerers.
The ones we just took the wands from?
Over Exandria. You see they're up in robes of gold, standing there. Some of them have scintillating dragon scales, some crackle with electricity. These are sorceress children. They're children that have manifested a connection innately to magic. And they line up in these robes and go, "Thank you, Guildmaster Nidus Oak Hero, for creating the Sorcerer's University so that we could study magic." And they create a roaring dragon that moves for tonight's fireworks extravaganza.
That's something that would definitely happen. That's tight.
In ages long past, the wizards of Avalir defeated.
And I'm going to kneel down. That was spectacular. You are all going to do a fantastic job at tonight's event.
The little kid that's nearest to you looks up, and he looks at you, and he says, "Is it true that you're a little bit of dragon too?"
Aww.
Only innate child. And then I'm gonna cast Fireball. Too many spells. I'm going through too much stuff and I can't find what I want. I actually don't think I have anything. But I do want to just breathe a little smoke out of my nose. If you'll just let me do that.
Yeah, you're a dragon sorcerer.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll do a little bit.
You see the kids immediately go berserk and just and they run off. You hear one older kid be like, "I told you so," and they out. Badran smiles and says, "Good eggs." No pun intended, gesture to the dragon up above.
Of course.
He looks at you and says, "Nidus, I wanted to touch base as well. The children wanted to see you. They're very excited for the fireworks extravaganza. I went to go get the actual payment for the Stormbringers. They helped us on that thing on the coast of Isilra. And I was told that we needed to forestall their payment by some time. Is that true?"
Just for, through the replenishment. By the time we are back in the air, everything will be in order.
All right.
Can you stop? You can hold. It's just through until we're back in the air.
Yeah. Well, if that's what it is, that's what it is. I mean, there's nothing they can do if they're told to wait, they will wait. It's just that the business there is not completely resolved, so it would be nice to be able to use them again. Do they have to wait the entire month while we're terrestrial, or?
I mean, hopefully, once certain debts are paid, given after this, upon our return, certain debts will be paid, which will hopefully fill coffers, which will free things up. But right now, Audrey, I really, we need to keep this one on hold.
You have the vision, Guildmaster. Tough conversations are not the thing I'm most frightened of. And he heads off. Where does Nice move now? You think?
I think would Nidus know that kites are coming?
Yes, you would.
I would move to find. I would be looking for the one from my brother.
You go up to your office and see the kite tapping gently against the window.
Little friend.
It opens up. You see your brother Edalus, his script on a letter. His wife Irne's incredible sort of nut and fruit loaf. This like ground-based something like home cooking that you haven't had in so long.
Loaf. This beautiful loaf. It's gorgeous. It's just holding a loaf.
You see it's a short letter, and you see it says underneath it says, even dragons have to land. There will be a table set for you when you.
Aww.
The Hallmark card.
Right, that was so cute. His wife came up with that one.
Takes a moment, cuts just the notch of the bread, as it'll likely be some of the only food he gets to eat today. Notches on it, and then
without fail, as you say that, you get a bite in, and there's a knock at the door. You see that Alistair enters and says, "My lord, Magister Milus Friend is here to speak with you. If you're busy, I don't have to let him in, but if you wish."
Oh, no. With the replenishment coming up, I don't want anyone to feel ignored. Who is this man?
Give me a history check.
Who is this man?
Who is this man?
Is it on our 20-page lore doc?
17.
17? I mean, he's a magister, but truly to you, this is a nobody.
Got it.
You see a reedy.
Oh, can I say one more thing,
Yes.
Alistair?
Yeah.
I said, if this doesn't seem to be that important, 30 seconds in, I need a call.
Yeah. Alistair steps out, and you see that a
Yeah, try to get out of that
kind
situation.
of sallow-faced archmage steps in. This is a member of the Magisterium. And you see he comes in and says, Guildmaster.
Magister.
On such a busy day, I do appreciate. I'm so sorry that time has worked out that I must bother you on such a busy occasion.
Oh, think nothing of it.
But I've heard you might be the man to come talk to. I've heard some rumors about some movement in some of the upper echelons, and I'm looking to see if I might be able to
Oh gosh.
be a welcome hand to those in need. So I owe some favors to some friends of mine higher up near the Arch.
And what's these rumors?
And I've heard that when it comes to the replenishment, sometimes there is, as we know, the auxiliary batteries have been lit up, and it seems that there might be a surplus of ether this year. And I was wondering if you were the man to speak to about that. On a 17 history, you don't like that this guy...
This is too low.
Yeah, too low for you to notice. And too low for this guy to have... to be talking this openly about something like this.
Magister, I do not know to whom you speak, who felt so comfortably embracing rumor as if it were fact.
Oh yeah. Who do you think you're
But
talking
this
to?
is not the case, and you have come to the wrong person. And I would ask
Don't try to
you
get me caught up.
Excuse me, as I have much to do with regard to the replenishment.
Get out.
Alistair opens the door and says, Guildmaster, the Sphinx is pitching alts on his roar.
I gotta take care of this. Gotta go.
Well, we really need to nail this down. Talent. Have a lovely day, Magister.
He looks at you, see Alistair, Captain Esperard steps in and says, Magister, right this way. And moves him on out of there.
Alessandro, what the fuck? Is he actually doing that? Is the Sphinx actually pitching alts on his roll, or was that your creative solution?
No, that was my creative solution. The Sphinx is actually just sort of sulking in a corner.
Oh, well, that's more of a problem.
Oh, sorry, I just thought he just seemed...
Do you have some ideas for Alton O'Rourke? And that
All glory to Avalir?
or that he would yell that instead of roaring.
Maybe he could do both. I don't know. It's a long parade.
Honestly, Allison, I'm sorry for shooting this down. This is good. Let's go talk to that Sphinx.
That's some good stuff.
We move from the golden sign.
So, we're just gonna cut it right here. I'm gonna try to keep doing cutoffs where it feels natural. I don't know if you guys want to see the full video, if you want to see it cut down. Let me know what you guys think. Just communicate and let me know, because it's no problem to just cut more of it down and just put the big or, you know, more active parts into the video. But Brennan, he started off very strong. His energy just showed us what we're in store for. He's a great storyteller. The first scene with the character, of course I don't remember the names, I had to look it up. Xerxes was amazing. You don't know what the heck is going on, and it shows you what's in store for the rest of the streams, the rest of the story overall. And that this was just a dream. I can't even imagine when we get really in depth how intense this is gonna get. The fact that they dive so deep into the characters, I can tell that we're gonna fall in love with them just for them to rip our hearts out. I can feel it, I can see it. They build up this, you know, they just build the character up so much, and then everybody who's talking for their characters is just so good. They know what they're doing, they're having fun, they're professional, so it's just like there's no way we could not, you know, be on their side and be down for their characters. I'm not ready for it. It's gonna be bad, and I'm already sad about it. But we got introduced to Loquacious, Sam's character. He does very well with the dramatics and the different voices for his character. I love seeing him with his ex-wife, Laren. I don't know. Y'all know. I'm sorry. Let me. It's gonna take me a while to get used to the names. But her character design is amazing, beautiful. And we got to see Nidus, Lou's character. He does a very good job with him as well. I can't wait to see. They're doing such a good job. I can see why everybody loves this, and the drama that's going to be going on. I can't wait. I'm very excited. Thanks to all the critters who just told me, like, you have to watch. Don't play. You have to watch this. So I'm glad I listened to y'all. But I'll see you guys for the next episode. Bye.